Kate Vidulich, metabolic training expert here at FatLossAccelerators.com, and today I'm totally pumped because I'm going to share with you the correct form for some of the bodyweight exercises. Okay, so we're going to start first of all the walkouts. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to stand, feet about shoulder width apart, bend down to the ground, touch your hands to the floor, walk your hands out until you get to a plank position, and then you're going straight back up to standing. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure that you're engaging your abs the entire time, and that when you bend down to the ground, that you're hinging from your hip and then walking your hands out with your hands right under your shoulders and back up to standing. Alright, so that is the walkout, and that's the basic move that is a total body exercise that really helps you to speed up your fat burning because it's getting the blood to go from your legs to your upper body and back down again, okay? Make sure you keep breathing, that's really, really important. You don't want to hold your breath. Okay, the next exercise is the hip flexor stretch. Now, this one's really important, particularly because we sit a lot during the day. So what you want to do is you want to drop your knee down towards the ground, keep your other leg here at a parallel to the floor, then you want to press up to the ceiling, okay? So see I'm going here in a straight line all the way up, and you're going to feel a big stretch here in the front of your hip, and if you're squeezing your glute as well, you can feel it even more intensely here in the front of your hip. You want to imagine you're pressing up to the ceiling, okay? So you don't want to lean back and arch your back, and you don't want to go too far forward here. You simply just want to push the weight through your hip and press up to the ceiling. Now, what you can do from this position then is to stretch slightly towards the left, okay, or whichever leg is not down, and you're going to intensify that stretch here in the front of your hip, and it helps to activate your glutes, okay, your butt muscles, and also just to be able to move better, right? So hold each position, the first position there, 15 seconds, press up for 15 seconds, and then to the left, okay? So if you're short on time, it's all good, just hold it for 15 seconds at least, all right? Make sure you do both legs, it's very, very important there, but that is an exercise and a stretch. You should be doing it at least twice a day, okay? The next exercise is the prisoner reverse lunge. Now, prisoner position is where you have your hands interlocked behind your head, okay? So what you want to do is interlock your hands, pop them behind your head. Now make sure you keep your elbows back and your shoulders locked down and back. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do a reverse lunge. You're going to step down and back, and then forward again. And then you're going to switch side to side, or you can do one leg at a time depending on what you're at. But see here how I'm pressing and squeezing my shoulder blades together, and then as I'm going back to standing, driving the weight through my heel, okay? That's super important. So let me show you again. As you step back, drive the weight through your heel, squeeze your glute, which is your butt, as hard as you can. Step down and back and forward. Now, notice my back knee is not hitting the ground, and my thigh, my working leg, is getting about parallel to the floor, right? So work within your range of motion and do your best to squeeze your glute as hard as you can, because that is the muscle that you're primarily trying to work your glute and your thigh, your quads, okay? This exercise is the inverted row. Now what you're going to need is either parallel bars, a suspension trainer, or you're going to need a bar that you can pull yourself up on, so like in the Smith machine at the gym. Now if you don't have those, you can do something else instead, and I'll give you some examples of dumbbell rows or dumbbell lat pullovers, okay? So here's how you do the inverted row. So what you want to do is come underneath the bar here, grab down again, okay? So your abs are engaged, lowering yourself, pulling yourself up, squeeze the shoulder blades down and back, up and down, okay? So that is the inverted row. To make it harder, you can extend your legs out. To make it easier, you keep your knees bent and bring your heels closer towards you. So that one's hitting your back. Make sure you lock your shoulder blades down and back as you're doing that. Don't round your shoulders and try and use too much of your chest and your biceps, okay? Open up your chest, lead up with your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. The next exercise we're going to do is the glute bridge. Now, this is a very simple exercise, but so many people get it wrong, okay? So I'll show you a couple of different variations that you can use to activate your glutes and your butt that's going to help you to get better results. All right, so what you want to do is lie on your back. Now, you're going to dig your heels in to the ground, okay? Make sure your neck stays relaxed. Dig your heels in, toes up, hips up, okay? Now you're initiating the movement in your butt, okay? Not in your back, not in the back of your legs, so you shouldn't feel it in any of those muscle groups there. If it's too hard with your arms down by your side, bring them out here. That's a variation. Now, if this is way too easy for you and it seems like child's play, give it 20 reps and then tell me how you're going. But another option is to do a single leg glute bridge. So what you want to do is make sure your shin is perpendicular to the ground. Your other leg is up nice and straight. Then you're driving your heel into the ground. Hold it for 3 seconds and then back down again. Now don't let your butt touch the ground in between, okay? You're going straight up and down. Good. Nice and breathing. And then also switching to the other side. Another variation you can try, this is a great one, I love it, is the glute bridge march. So what you do is drive your hips up, get into that hip, shoulders, knees in line, toes up, and then you're bringing it right into your chest, and then you're switching. And see here how my hips are not shaking all over the place. You've just simply got steady hips, right to left, and you're squeezing your glutes the entire time. Now, let me tell you, after like 5 reps, that is gonna start burning, but it's a fantastic progression that you can use in your workouts if you're finding that the regular glute bridge is just too simple. All right, so I hope these exercises have helped. To get 6 free bodyweight workouts, just click this link just down below here. You'll get fast fat burning routines that you can use instead of boring cardio, or even on your off day, or you can even add them into your workout to speed up your results. So I'm Kate Vidulich at fatlossacelerators.com. Have an awesome day.